Sweet dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree? I travel the world and the seven seas. Everybody's looking for something.
Hey guys, just a quick one from me. So I'm actually in the car again. It seems like I'm always in the car, always out and about when I'm doing these videos. But anyway, I'm just heading over to Stockport near Manchester. I've got an investor meeting just over half an hour away. So yeah, got an investor meeting a potential investor for some funds. Hopefully like he jumps on board, which means we can do some property projects and actually make it a win-win situation. Obviously give him a return on his investment, completely hands off for him, super passive, obviously allows him to beat the inflation rate as we know, allows him to beat the banks as we know, but yeah, create that business relationship, which is the most important thing. So anyway, I'm going to set off to the meeting. I'll catch you guys in a bit. I'll let you know how the meeting went, and hope you're all having a fantastic Monday, by the way, guys. What's happening, guys? Back with the rest of the video now. So I've done the investor meeting, met up with him, a great guy, got to know him, he got to know me, back at the home office as well now, so it's not a video in the car for a change. Just made a coffee as we've got back, and obviously I thought I'd jump on the video, let you know how the meeting went, and actually I've got a super helpful tip. So I'm going to give you a bit of a rundown on how to find investors, and it's super simple, this idea, but super effective, and it can feel uncomfortable, but it's going to require you to take the action in order to get the investors, and like I say, it's super simple technique. Now, first and foremost, let's have a chat about the investor meeting. So it was a really good meeting, and we was there probably about 2 hours, maybe just less, an hour and a half, 2 hours. I got to know him, he got to know me as a person. I think that was really important, to get to know each other, especially if you're getting into business with somebody. It's good to obviously know each other, and then you know who you're getting into business with. So that was really good. And then obviously we actually had the serious conversation about property and what I do, and obviously what I'm looking to do, why I'm looking to obviously raise funds from him, etc, etc. And obviously we had a conversation about him. And he's actually a business owner. He owns like a packaging company. He's the director of a packaging company. So yeah, it was really good to also get an insight on him and his business. So meeting went really well. I think we've actually obviously got him on board as an investor now, which is fantastic, because not only does that help me in terms of obviously raising funds for the property projects, but it also helps another person in terms of he can invest money in a hands-off way, and he can earn a really good return on it, really good profit for being completely hands-off, and the money's just not sat in the bank doing absolutely jack shit. Well, sorry, that's a lie. If it was sat in the bank, it would be doing something. It would actually be eroding away. It wouldn't be making money, because the rate of inflation is way higher than the bank's interest, so it would actually be eroding away in the bank. So if he's investing it with me, he's actually making money, which makes sense, and that's the win-win situation. And that's what you're aiming to create with your investors. Now, super like cool story about this investor and how we got on the conversation and how we met, right? Now, here's the little tip. So in fact, guys, let me just have a drink of my coffee. I'll be back with you in a second. Refresh the mouth now with a coffee. But yeah, anyway, just needed a drink of my coffee there. So yeah, here's a tip, right, on how to find investors. And it's super simple, but it requires you to take the action. And also, it's going to require the saying of, change your relationship with rejection and you'll change your life. So in other words, get over that fear. Now, here's the cool story of how I met this guy. So back in January this year, so like a month ago, just over now, because we're in we're at the end of February. I went on a 2-week holiday to Cyprus. I'm not going to bore you with all like the details of the holiday because this isn't the point. But the point is, I went there to Cyprus 2 weeks. I went on my own, and at the airport on the way back, whilst I was waiting to actually board the plane, there was a bit of a delay. So everybody was queuing down like the ramp to go outside and obviously like go up on like the steps onto the plane. Like everybody was queuing. There was a delay. And it was about a 15-minute delay, if I remember correctly. 10-15 minutes. But anyway, I was all queuing. I was at the back of the queue because I wasn't in a rush to push through like everybody else. So I was stood waiting at the back of the queue. And this particular guy, he was actually there at the back of the queue as well. Now, while stood waiting, we got into a conversation. And how magical is that? We just chatted to each other. We just got into a conversation. Like, both stood there, both waiting to board the plane. And this guy was like a bit of an older chap. He was about 60-ish, late 50s. But again, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how young somebody is. It doesn't matter how old somebody is. It doesn't matter what they look like. You never know who is who. You don't know their background. You don't know, as an example, you don't know if they've got money in the bank. But it's all about getting to meet new people, having new conversations, just chatting to people. Now, I know sometimes fear can stop people doing that, but I literally just chat to anybody. I love to chat to anybody. So, as I say, I was stood there at the back of the queue and we started chatting. And naturally, the conversation started about the delay, stuck in the queue, etc., etc. But quickly, that conversation changed. We started talking about business. I told him I was in property. I told him a little bit about it. He told me I was in packaging. He told me a little bit about it. And straight away, that thing was there. That interest, that spark was there. Like, curiosity was there about what does this guy do? And straight away, we exchanged numbers just before we boarded the plane. So I got this guy's number. Told him I would call him. We'll have a meet up. We'll have a coffee when we get back to the UK. And lo and behold, I gave him a call because that's exactly what I said I'd do. So I was doing what I said I'd do. Gave him a call, organised the meet up, and fast forward, you're now joining me today on where we've had that meeting, that coffee. So as I said at the beginning of the video, I went down to Stockport to meet him at the packaging factory, and we've just had an hour and a half, 2-hour meeting. Full in-depth conversation, exactly what I do, what I'm looking to do with property. Got an in-depth conversation on him with his business, personal conversation, got to know each other. And now, like I say, hopefully, fingers crossed, I think he's on board with everything. I've come away from it. I'm confident. Well, I say I think he's on board. He said he's on board with it. So now it's just a matter of me finding a deal, presenting the deal to him, and asking for the funds. And away we go. So yeah, that was a cool little trick for you guys. Well, not a trick, but literally just a how to find investors. And the moral of the story is just have a conversation. Just get yourself out there. Just speak to people. Like, it's that simple because you don't know who's who. You don't know who's got money in the bank. You don't know their background. You don't know what they're into. And that's the really cool thing about it. If you have the conversation, you get to find out who they are. You get to find out how interesting they are. You get to find out what they do, and you get to share what you do as well. How cool is that, guys? How cool is that? Just by having a conversation. So yeah, if you want to find investors, that is one of the best ways to do it. Like you say, go out networking, or just go out, have a coffee somewhere, get yourself in the right environment, and just have conversations with people. So yeah, hopefully that helps you all, because that is literally the way to find investors. The best way to find investors. One of the best ways, that is one of the best ways to find investors. So go out there, implement it, do it, and let me know when you guys have found an investor, because I'm so confident if you do that, just go and have conversations, you will find an investor and you will raise the funds for your deals and your businesses. So anyway, guys, I'm going to finish my coffee. Hope you've all had a great day so far. As I'm doing this video now, it's actually 3:45 in the afternoon. So I'm going to end the video here for today. as I say, I'm going to finish my coffee in a moment, and in about 45 minutes, I'm going to head off to the gym. I'm going to smash a gym workout, and then this evening when I come back from the gym, obviously we've got the evening meal. I've got a mentoring call with a rent-to-rent student, and yeah, we're going to do a bit of work on obviously like the property business in terms of finding some deals, etc. Because now, obviously, where we've got this investor on board, we need to utilize that and actually create that win-win situation, not just have the conversation for the sake of it. So yeah, hope you've all had a great start to the week because it's Monday today. I've had a fantastic day today. I'm going to continue to have a fantastic day today. Smash a gym workout. Hope you all have a great day, guys, and great start to the week. Oh, and don't forget, please, 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 I know I always ask, but please do me the small favour, just like, comment and subscribe on the video. It massively helps me out, like unbelievably helps me out. So please just do me that small favour. And yeah, guys, I will see you in the next one. And hopefully, again, I'm bringing you some more value and a super cool video. See you in the next one, guys.